Be like Jay Billis at Rupp.
Hi, everybody, from the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium here on the campus of Owen County High School in Owenton, Kentucky, where tonight the Owen County Rebels get set for their final 31st District game of the year as they get ready to take on the Trimble County Raiders. Good evening, I'm Brian Blair, joined alongside tonight by Braden Howard as we get you set for this basketball game coming up. We're going to talk a little bit about this game. We'll have the lineups. We're going to have some interviews for you. So it should be a good few minutes before the game starts. But Braden, the Rebels are coming off a tough win on Friday night over at Walton where the Bearcats got them pretty good. And tonight, you have Trimble County, a team you should beat. Wednesday night, you have one of the top 10, 15 teams in the state of North Oldham. Is this a trap game?
I don't know. Well, we said this last time they played Trimble County, and that was at Trimble. If I'm not mistaken, they came out with a pretty sizable win on that Friday night. The Lady Rebels were in action here, so neither one of us got to go make the travel over there to see them play. But they did come out with the win. I'm sure you got the numbers there, right?
78-57, they won that night, and that was the night Haley Logan got her 1,000th point here. I think, in talking to some of the guys around school today, I think that the guys will be ready to play, but it's going to be important not to look ahead to next Wednesday night.
The Lady Rebels are going to be out here again tomorrow night as well, playing against Trimble County. I didn't get to see that game either. It was another one of them away games. Got a full-time job now, so it's hard to make some of those away games. But I believe they came out with a pretty good win over there as well.
Yeah, they went over to Eminence and they did exactly what you're supposed to do. And they got a big win on Friday night, and like you said, they're going to be back in here on tomorrow night, taking on the Trimble County Lady Raiders. We're going to get a player on here for you in just a second, I believe. Trimble County comes in tonight 3-18. They're 1-7 in the 31st District. And Owen County comes in tonight 14-9. They are 7-2 in the 31st District. Their last games out, as we said, Friday night, Owen County got defeated by Walton 86-59. Henry County took care of Trimble County 75-59. It's a series Owen County leads 32-15. The Rebels have won 6 straight in the series. Trimble County, talked a little bit about this today with some folks around school, and it's one of those teams, you look back in the early to mid 2015, 2010, 2012, 15, it's a very good basketball team. But the last couple years just have not been what they've wanted. And it's kind of hard to put a finger on it. I think, being here, lifelong Owen County fan, student, alumni, sometimes you just get a group of kids that comes through that's really good, and sometimes you don't. And look, I don't mean that in any kind of way, but everybody knows what I'm saying.
Well, we could even do that with Owen County. Think the 2015-2016 season, two of the starters are out on the floor right now. Chad McDonald, assistant coach for the Owen County Rebels, and then Michael Dunaway, assistant coach for the Raiders. So he graduated from Owen County, but his true home's Trimble County, so he made his way back up there.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things, and you hope for their sake that it's just a little bit of a bad run where, you just don't have everybody. But we're going to throw it right now down to Trimble County head coach with Madison Wright.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Coach Welty from Trimble. This has definitely been a little bit of a growing season for Trimble. Tell me how you're feeling about tonight's matchup against Owen County.
Well, I feel like the last time we played them, we kind of got a slow start. But like I talked to the kids in there, after we settled down, after the first quarter, we hung with Owen for the other 3 quarters. So we're looking to try to get a faster start tonight.
Absolutely. Good luck.
All right,
Thank you.
That's Trimble County head coach Brent Welty with Madison Wright talking about the game. We'll get head coach Devin Duvall over here in a few minutes. Trimble County, as we said, you talk about the some of the guys they've had in the past. They actually defeated Owen County 7 straight times between December 5th of 2017 and February 15th, 2020. So as I said, they had a really good stretch in there. Their last win over Owen County was back on February the 5th, 2021.
Huh.
So there you go. They won that night 64-56. So I'm not saying anything, but I did put that out in the universe, as Coach Wesselman says.
Yeah, you said it, not me. So I did talk to Coach Wesselman after the game last Tuesday night. We were talking about Dixie Heights, how going up there doesn't matter. She actually agreed with me.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, that was not a good night the other night for the girls. I mean, Dixie's a good basketball team, so no shame in that. But yeah, that was not the kind of evening that they were looking for by any stretch of the imagination. So
it was a good turnaround Friday night over at Eminence. I always tried to go to a game at Eminence now, especially now that they have that new gym. I always hated going over there with the poles in the middle. But I even made it over there last Thursday night to watch the boys, and it was just they were shooting lights out that first quarter. If I remember correctly, the Rebels put up 31 in the first quarter, and the first half score ended up being like 49-8.
Yeah, I know people have told me, and I know that some of their baseball, their football facilities are really great. I mean, I've had people tell me that's an awesome place to watch a game over there.
Yeah, I've not been able to see the outdoor facilities since the renovation, but, the gym is absolutely amazing. It kind of feels like a mini college basketball gym with the lights around the edge, and, you kind of walk through underneath the seats. It's just a very good atmosphere in there. I don't know if I just say that because there's a lot of good Lady Rebels memories in that gym. That was the year the Class A region was there the year that they won it all. So just being in that gym gives me that big game feel, no matter how big or small the game is.
When we could talk about this, as we go here for a couple minutes, but I think, and I've always said, there is something about those old school gymnasiums. And I know Eminence, the poles and the whole deal, when we think back to the old gym here, the old gym at Gallatin, you knew it was going to be packed. You knew you were going to sweat, but there was something about it that was fun.
It was probably running around as a little kid, tripping over those hard wooden bleachers and getting splinters. And I remember going to the old Eminence gym when Coach Chad was still playing, and my goodness, was that place packed.
Oh.
Of course, Owen County travels well anyway, but that year was completely different. I've never seen a gym packed so tight in my life.
I've always heard, and I know that they would never necessarily say this out loud, but I always heard that the whispers around the 8th region or the All-A state tournament was, especially when it was in Frankfort, was they wanted Owen County to win the region.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they knew they were going to pack the house over there.
Well, even at a larger gym at Eastern Kentucky, that championship Sunday, that entire side was full of Owen County fans.
Yep.
I mean, I was worried about skipping church. I was like, I told my pastor that week before, I was like, if they make the championship game, I won't be at church. He was like, yeah, I know. Well,
did he say I'll be right there with you?
Well, no, he stayed back and preached, but they had a little watch party afterwards.
Yeah.
But when I walked in, there were 3 deacons from my church there too, so I didn't feel as bad.
That is one of those things, and it's why I love high school athletics so much. But that is just one of those things that makes high school athletics so special, I think, especially in places like Owen County. A lot of these smaller counties, and they take their basketball seriously, and I think that is just one of the things that makes it really, really fun. About 6.5 minutes or so away from the starting lineups and the introductions and the national anthem and all that goes along with that. We'll give you those starters here in a few minutes. Busy week of basketball, though. The Rebels will be in here tonight, Wednesday night, and then on Friday night they're going over to Williamstown, and that's an interesting game as well. Williamstown's record is really good. I saw them play in person, and I wasn't super impressed the night I saw them play. So I don't, but Owen Williamstown, I mean, that's a game, you never know. I mean, when you get into that, I'm not saying they're a good basketball team, but I didn't think they were quite as good as the record said they were. But that should be interesting. And then when you look down the road, Owen's going to play Spencer, Shelby, Anderson. And Coach Duval does this every year where it's like he says to the boys, this last month, I want you to be tournament ready, and we're going to play the toughest schedule we can over the last 3 or 4 weeks of the year, and he's doing it again.
I've seen that with the Lady Rebels a lot too. I'm not really sure exactly what their schedule looks like going from here on out, but I've seen it in years past. They could go into districts a couple years losing 3 straight.
Yeah.
To, like these bigger teams, like Cooper is one of them. Dixie Heights has been up there towards the end of the season. Anderson, Spencer County. Last year, they beat Anderson County at home, but it's just one of them. It's to get their mind right.
Yep.
Because like in the past few years, they've absolutely dominated in districts. They don't get better by going out and beating teams by 40 every night.
Absolutely.
They need to play somebody that's a little better than them. If they can figure out how to pull out a win, then good.
Absolutely.
Even better. It'll count towards the record. But it makes them more focused going into districts, thinking, okay, we can just run all over these teams. Well, they still can, but if they think too much about it, they might slip up and accidentally take a loss.
Right. I forgot Owen County, their last game of the year is on the road up at Simon Kenton. That's the team I saw beat Williamstown a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And Simon Kenton's one of those teams where if you looked at their record, you say, well, they're not very good. But they're better than their record.
Well, they've got the 9th region.
And absolutely, that's what I was going to say.
So you got your Covcass and Beechwood and Boone County. I mean, I don't know how good they are, but they're a big school.
Yeah.
So they've got more to pick from than us.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting thing, and I think that'll be a fun test on the road for them. The one thing for Owen County, for the Rebels, the guys, is that these games, most of them are going to be right here at Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium, so they're going to have a little bit of an advantage, and the big crowds are going to be out here for those. And so that'll be a really, really, you talk about some fun atmospheres in here. That could be really fun. But tonight is Trimble County. They are led in scoring by Ethan Horn, 21.7 points a game. He leads them in 3-point shooting with 33 threes on the year. And Ethan Keller, their second leading scorer, he averages 8.7 points a game. And I apologize. Ethan Horn is second on the team in threes. Keller leads the team. He only averages 8.7 a game, but he's made 47 three-pointers on the season to lead this team. So a couple guys to watch for as we are getting Coach Duval over, and we will get ready to send it down to Madison Wright.
Sid, watch out. Kinsey. Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm here with Coach Duval tonight, and I'm your sideline reporter, Madison Wright. Coach, I'm sure you know how Trimble plays, so tell me how you're feeling about tonight.
Well, we've got to do really good defensively on our closeouts. They shoot the basketball at a high volume from the arc. We want to play inside out tonight, go into big bracks, and have an inside presence early in the game. We think we can do that. We can be successful.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, Brian, it looks like your scouting reports match Coach D, so you might have a job for another game.
Thank you. Well, and you look back on the first matchup between these two teams, which, by the way, took place just a couple weeks ago, and Owen County won that one 78-57, and 4 players for Owen County made double figures. Brax Ward, 27 and 17 that night. And I would agree with Coach, just looking at the numbers. Owen County's going to dominate in the paint, but it's kind of like we said a couple weeks ago with the girls. Trimble County's such a good shooting team. I mean, if they get hot from beyond the arch, they can stay in it. And so Owen County, I think, needs to come out, get off to a great start, and kind of don't give Trimble County a chance. Don't give them, and we said this before, don't give them any hope.
Yep.
And that will be key. It's about time for the national anthem and the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. And we will turn that over to the public address announcer here in just a second. He's getting some final instructions from TJ Wesselman. We are ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Floyd Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Floyd basketball matchup. Basketball catcher, Owen County, Robin Rebel. Robin Rebel. Please stand as we honor our country. Please stand as we honor our country. Performed by MPS 6th grader Ryder Bond. 6th grader Ryder Bond. First, the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 2, Brendan Wilson. Number 5, Ethan Horn. Number 15, Charlie Hyder. Number 42, Brian Butler. He's running the ball. Number 1, Ashton Ball. Ashton Ball. Number 3, Micah Johnson. Micah Johnson. Number 14, Malachi Number 22, Ethan.
So your starters once again, first of all for Trimble County, number 2, Braden Wilson. Number 3, Hayden Webster. Ethan Horn, number 5. Number 15, Charlie Leader. Number 42, is it Leader or Lighter? I believe it's Lighter, actually, and I'm going to say Lighter, and if someone tells me I'm wrong, I apologize. Number 42, Briar Recker. For Owen County, it's Moore, Shelton, Mefford, Young, and Ward. Big shout out to Brooks Ward tonight watching, hopefully at home, had some surgery a couple weeks ago. Hope he's doing well. Hope he's watching. I'm sorry I let you down the other night. We're in action with Owen County with the basketball. Rebels, of course, in the home white. Trimble in the road, blue and yellow. Right down low they go. The little hook shot is good, and that is there all night if they want it.
Yep.
Trimble County's uniforms remind me, and you may not get this reference because I'm a lot older than you, the old DePaul uniforms, DePaul Blue Demons. They had that kind of boxes down the side. Little old school by me.
I know DePaul plenty well, but
not from the 80s?
Not like that.
2-0 Rebels on top. 40 seconds in. Here's a drive, and nice defense by Ethan Young. Shelton coming all the way down. The little spin move, no good. Ward the rebound, and he can't put it back, and Ethan Horn. Now he will stop and pop. Instead, how does that not go in? Braden Wilson missed it, but Horn is there to clean it up. That's a break for the Rebels. How did that not go in?
I ask myself that all the time on the golf course.
Oh.
There's plenty of putts that lip out just like that.
It's a turnover as Mefford gets it ripped away from him. Ethan Horn, a tall, kind of lanky, but he will let it go. He is not afraid to shoot it. Took 30 shots in the first matchup between these two teams. Scored 33. Shelton knocks it away. Nice move, back to his left, no good, too strong, and Ward the rebound. Wow, nice pass. And a better defensive play by Braden Wilson. Both teams getting up and down the floor in a hurry. Not a whole lot to show for it as we're tied at 2.
Yeah, it seems like Trimble County's tried to slow this down a little bit, maybe to gain control of it a little better.
Mefford got away with maybe a bump as Webster misses it, and we're loose on the floor, and Trimble back with it. Deep three, that one's good. Braden Wilson didn't need any spinning around the rim. That one just splashed in, and it's 5-2 Trimble. Shelton to answer on this end, no good. Rebound comes down to Horn. Good look. Don't think you'd be opposed to that shot, just didn't go down. Here's a screen. Ward comes out to help. There's Horn letting one go. No. He just came right off that screen and fired. Nice pass from Young down low to Ward, who muscles it up, no good. The good pass right over top of the defender. Rebels look a little sluggish here early, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not really moving as fast as you think they would be.
There's a bad pass out of bounds. Horn and Webster not necessarily on the same page. And if you're the team coming in here trying to pull the upset, those are the kind of mistakes you cannot make. Nice cut to the basket. Pass knocked out of bounds. Pass needed to be just a little quicker. It was there.
It looks like Trimble County's done their scouting report too. You know, they're kind of cheating down there in the lower part of the zone. They've been able to deflect a couple of those passes that are meant to be for Brax.
That's a tough place to inbound. Ward no troubles with it. That's a block. Contact was initiated by Shelton, but a little bit of a flop right there. And it is Charlie Leiter. And that's his first and the team's first. 4:07 to go in the first. 5-2, make it 5-5 as Micah Shelton knocks down a German American Bank 3-point basket.
Seems like there's a lot of shooters on both Rebels that like that wing spot this year.
Speaking of liking the wing, there's Horn. He misses it. Big rebound right there by Owen County. They're pushing it. It's 5-on-4 if they hurry. Off to Ward. That is too easy because, no offense to Braden Wilson, but Brax has him by 6 to 8 inches out there.
At least.
I happen to see him kind of pass on the way, setting up a play, and it's a big difference. 7-5 Rebels. Horn gets by Shelton. Nice move, no good. And the foul should be on Briar Rucker, and it will be. His first, team second. That's one I think if you're Ethan Horn, you'd like to make. Obviously, you want to make them all, but he did a nice job of getting past Shelton. He just wasn't able to finish it.
Yeah, I have noticed he's gotten pretty quick here. It might be something the Rebels pay attention to in the second half later on once they get tired down a little bit. And it looks like an unforced turnover there by Micah Shelton.
The pass was a little bit out in front, and he just wasn't able to bring it in. So another miscue by Owen County early. 2:53 to go. It is 7-5, Rebels by 2. Wilson baseline, kicks it over on the wing. Shot no good by Webster. Rebels looking to run, but I think Shelton pulls it out. Now pulls up for three, knocks it down. And we're going to get a timeout. Trimble County, as Micah Shelton thought about driving to the basket and instead pulled up top of the circle and drained a triple. And it's 10-5 Owen County. And Trimble County did not hesitate at all to call that timeout. Special thanks to German American Bank. We've mentioned it tonight a couple of times, but German American Bank will donate $10 for every Lady Rebels and Running Rebels 3-point basket made at home. We'll run down the corporate sponsors during our next break in the action. But a big shout out to German American Bank and their support of Owen County athletics. (10-5) Rebels lead it. Micah Shelton a couple of three-pointers. Brax Ward a couple of layups have accounted for the 10 Owen County points. That's a tough combination. If Shelton's shooting the ball, if Owen County as a team is shooting the ball well, and Brax Ward's getting it done inside, that's tough to stop.
And Brax has already got it done a little bit, not only on the offensive side of things, but he has come down with a few defensive boards as well.
Horn got around Shelton again, and Mike able to knock it away. Ooh, thought that might have been a little bit of a walk. There's a big Euro step. I like this young man's game, too. Doesn't finish it, but Braden Wilson able to get to a spot for a jump shot. He's got a little bit of quicks, too. Kind of a knack for knowing where to go when he has the ball. Well, Shelton for the three ball again. That one's no good. Brax Ward, that is just too easy. He just had Charlie Leiter on his back, and he just went up and got the rebound and put it down. I asked him 25 and 15 tonight. He's on his way. He has 6 and probably 5 or 6 rebounds already. 12-5. Rebels on top. Minute and a half to go. First quarter. Slider way outside on the baseline. A drive. Horn it comes up with it. Crossover. Nice drop pass, and it's saved in. Pass might have been a little too good. Ashton Moore with the answer. Now to Ward. He's going to work, and he has 8.
just looks like Trimble County doesn't really have the size to really compete against them. You know, there's a couple taller players on the team. They just might not be as strong as him.
Well, I think what Brax does really well is he runs the floor for a big guy, and if you're guarding him as Horn lays that up and in, you have to get back. And I think that time on the last ball, he beat a lot of people back down the floor. So if you're Briar Rucker and you're playing him defensively, you can't let him get away from you like that.
Yeah, he just kind of slipped in behind him there.
He's in double figures with 10. Rebels lead 16-7. Brax is one of those young men who he's not just out here playing basketball. He's a basketball player, if you understand what I mean by that.
Absolutely.
Here's a three by Ethan Horn. That's no good, and that's a push-off by Malachi Mefford on the rebound. Probably didn't have to do it, but he did. So 4.5 seconds to go. And it's going to be Trimble ball underneath. Now Horn's going to inbound, and I look for him to get this back. I will look for them to run something where it's going to be caught, and he's going to go right back to the corner. Let's see. Well, it wasn't Horn, but a three goes up and no good. That was Colin Humphreys, and that's how the first quarter will end with Owen County on top, 16-7. Gives me a chance to run down and thank our corporate sponsors tonight: Adidas, Ashcraft Realty, Broadlink, Bush Realty, the Covenants Group, Call Family Pharmacy, Commonwealth Credit Union, Double B Dumpsters, Elk Creek Hunt Club, Family Billiards Pool Hall, German American Bank, Graphics for Athletics, the growing family McDonald's. By the way, the Shamrock Shake is back.
Absolutely. Heck yes.
H&W Duke Sporting Goods, Kelly Brothers, Mevie Home, North American Stainless, Owen Electric, Perry Logistics, Premier Detail, Snappy Tomato Pizza, Southern States, State Farm of Owenton, and UK Sports Medicine. Thanks again for your continued support of Owen County Athletics. And I want to go back to what I said about Brax, because I think there's a lot of kids, young people, who play basketball, but they're not basketball players. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of guys who are on high school teams, and they play, and they like it, and they're fine, and there's no real intention. You know, they're not going to play at the next level. Brax is obviously going to do that, but when you watch him, he watches games, he watches film, he studies the game. And I know you understand what I'm talking about. And he finds little areas on the floor offensively to get an easy layup, defensively to get a rebound. And there's just a difference, and you can see it when people play. And he might have gotten a piece of that one, and Owen County comes away with it. Shelton again pulls up, no, rebound Horn.
In and out.
I don't mind the shot at all if you're Owen County. Horn driving, and Ethan Young with the block. Horn went up with his right hand, and Ethan Young put his big paw on it and said, not in here. Nice play. Back up top to Horn, Ethan Keller in the game. Couple new players. Marcos Rodriguez in there. Number 21, he has the basketball. And number 11, Keller. Here's Horn. He knocks that down, a jump shot. He has 6. 16-9, Trimble trailing. Camden Beckham in for Owen County.
You know, we talked about the three-point shot being vital for Trimble County, but that little mid-range shot has helped them out quite a bit tonight as well.
Nice dump down by Mefford. And that is, again, I don't know how else to say it. I mean, that's just too easy. I mean, Ethan Horn's got his hand on his back, but he needs more than that if you're going to stop Ward. Here's a free throw line jumper. No. Rebound, Brandon Lewis, who's in the game. Get it to him again. They do. He pumps and he gets fouled on the floor. And a couple people to choose from there. It's going to be on Horn, I believe. I'm going to say this, 6:27 to go, second quarter. Braxton's going to dunk one tonight.
I'd like to see it.
I'm throwing it out there. Shelton dumps it off to Ward. He lays it up and in. I don't know what his career high is, but I'm going to bet he's going to get close to it tonight too. Actually, I'm not going to bet. I think I shouldn't say that. Here's a three by Horn. Did Shelton get a piece of that? No, that's just an air ball out of bounds.
Remember, you clicked that little box that said we are kid friendly, so there will be no betting tonight.
I heard someone make the comment, of course, Super Bowl coming up this Sunday, that said that if you would have said 20 years ago, would there have ever been a Super Bowl in Vegas, the answer would have been no way. But this person said, if you'd have told me that 8 years ago, I would have said no way. It is crazy.
Probably be one of the hottest Super Bowls ever recorded.
Yeah. Fortunately, they're in a dome or a retractable roof. Nice pass. Beckham, three. On the way, knocks it down. Great pass cross court. Camden Beckham with the German-American Bank three-pointer. It is 23-9 Rebels. That's a ball went off. That is not a kick. I mean, he threw it off the foot. I realize, I guess, by definition it's a kick, but he threw it into the foot. Okay, I know. I'll quit whining. $5:20 to go. 23-9. Horn not on the floor, so you'll have to see where the scoring's going to come from for Trimble County. Here's a drive by Humphreys, and his pass is too far away from Briar Rucker, and he throws it out of bounds. I'm going to throw this out there, too. I think one of the guys who's going to be big for Owen County in the district tournament and hopefully on into the regionals is number 13, Camden Beckham. Yeah. I think he could be very integral in the tournament. Beckham going baseline, gets free. Moore to Medford. And look, ball movement. Beckham, another one, no good this time. Didn't quite have his feet set on that one.
Yeah, I think that pass was just a tad too low for him.
Tell you what, the Rebels are moving the ball extremely well. That is extremely deep. He shot that from Monterey. And the Rebels are quickly coming the other way. Here's a shot up and in, Malachi Mefford, and it is 25-9. Coach Welty talked about it in the pregame that they got off to a slow start the first time they played. Here's a jump shot baseline that goes. Briar Rucker with the basket. They got off to a pretty decent start, and they just have not been able to make a bucket until that one. Ward will shoot that. He could make it, not this time. Rebound, Beckham fighting for it, almost came away with it.
And I have noticed a lot of those weak one-handed passes from Trimble County. I think that's led to a few of their turnovers that they've had tonight.
Kick out, Shelton, three ball, lines it up, knocks it down, the assist to Malachi Mefford. And it's 28-11. That is the third three-pointer of the night by Micah Shelton. Rebels as a team have 4. German American owes $40. Nice cut. There's that same shot he made before, not this time Rucker, but it's put back up and in by Ethan Keller. 28-13. Gonna have some NCKC basketball in here.
It looks like the Israelites leaving Egypt, marching through here, all of them.
Here's Mefford for three. If the Israelites wore maroon, yes.
I don't know. I'd like to thank God rooted for the Rebels.
Medford with the block shot. Gonna have some substitutions. Gonna have to go home and look through my Bible, see what it says about that tonight. 28-13. Horn back in there for Trimble. 2:18 to go first half. Deep three. That one is no good. I feel like I've said that a lot tonight. Deep three, no good by Trimble. Here comes Shelton. That ball got knocked away somehow. Ashton Moore comes up with it. Here's one of those one-handed passes to Ward. One dribble. Thought he got mugged.
Trimble County couldn't really get a hold of that one either, and it ended up bouncing out on them. So it's going to be Owen County ball into the basket.
See what they run here. See if they try to get it Ward on a little dump in. Beckham's going to work. In the lane, tried to drop it off. Probably should have just gone on up with a little jump shot.
He might have been able to draw a foul there, too, if he just kept going.
Here's another deep three. No good. Nice rebound by Horn. 1.5 to go. Here's a drive and a shot. Ethan Young blocks it. Long lead out to Shelton. He's going to take it to the rim and score.
So that's Ethan Young's second block of the night.
Little runner is an air ball from Wilson. Again, Shelton on the run out. He gets a nice block. Gets it back. Beckham, three. No. Rebound Moore. And he just finally works his way free and then misses. Rebound to Horn, and Trimble County is going to call timeout with 56.5 seconds. And a good credit right there to Charlie Leiter, who got back down the floor, and it looked like Shelton was going to have an easy basket. He did a nice job to block the shot, but also not to foul.
Yeah, most of the time when you see those fast break plays there, there's usually always a foul. Whether it gets called or not, it's usually always there. But I agree with you. I think he got a lot on the ball. You know, there wasn't any question that was a block there.
So 56.5 seconds to go. If you're Trimble County, you're just hoping to finish this last minute with something positive to take with you into the locker room. And on the opposite side, if you're Owen County, you're trying to keep the momentum going into the locker room. And if you could get, a couple of buckets here yourself, you could open up a 20, 22-point lead. Micah Shelton's done a pretty good job against Ethan Horn tonight. Horn just 6 points. A little behind the back dribble, gets away from him that time, and then Medford, I think, honestly, with a little bit of incidental contact, but he gets called for the foul. But you know what? Not a bad foul, honestly. And we talk about this a lot, but with the new rule, you have a couple to give.
Yeah, unfortunately, he picked up his second foul of the game, but, with 41 seconds left, and he just tripped on the line, it looks like.
I think he tripped Actually, did he trip on Keller, who was setting the screen, or did he get tripped by the three-point line?
No, we'll stick with the line. That's a little more entertaining.
Hardwood monster got him. 35 seconds. Let's see if the Rebels go for one here. Their offense is just not necessarily set up for one shot as
good reverse.
There you go. That was a heck of a shot by Micah Shelton and a good pass from Brax Ward, and it's 14 seconds to go. They're just not a team that likes to hold it for very long. They're in the score mode all the time. Nice pass. Ward does not get a piece of that.
Still might have time for one.
2 seconds. Shelton gets it off. No good. I think it would have counted had it gone.
Yep.
So we have reached halftime with the score, Owen County leading Trimble County 32-15. Good half for the Rebels.
So they do have the tunnel going here. Are we going to get to see the Israelites part the Red Sea?
Maybe they're doing it. They're lining up. And this is so cool. We talked about this with the little dribblers the other night. I mean, this is so cool for these young guys to get to be big time for the night. So there will be no world famous halftime shootout tonight.
They did a NCKC halftime shootout during the JV game.
Okay.
They both of them made it to the half-court shot. Their half-court was the white volleyball line.
All right.
And they hit the rim a few times, too.
Right.
It was pretty impressive. They got close, but...
No free hot dogs for you.
No free hot dogs for the NCKC basketball players tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to let TJ talk about this and let these young men get their due.
Let's start off with boys first grade. Let's start off with boys first grade. Coached by Brian. Here we go. Let's meet number 15. Number 0, Owen Wesselman. Number 0, Owen Wesselman. Number 0, Gabe Carter. Number 0, Gabe Carter. Number 1, Zane Rose. Number 1, Zane Rose. Number 2, Cole Dempsey. Number 2, Cole Dempsey. Number 3, Maddox Gagne. Maddox Gagne. Number 5, Cooper Patton. Number 5, Cooper Patton. Number 11, Reed Huddle. Number 11, Reed Huddle. Number 14, Holder Smith. Holder Smith. Number 15, Colson White. Number 15, Colson White. Number 23, Paxton Gagne. Paxton Gagne. Number 30, Tyler Stevenson. Number 30, Tyler Stevenson. Number 32, Ryan Ellington. Number 32, Ryan Ellington. Number 33, Beckham O'Toole. Number 33, Beckham O'Toole. And number 55, Case Perkins. 55, Case Perkins. Now let's meet the second graders. Coached by Jordan Derek Smith. Number 1, Emmett Curry. Number 1, Emmett Curry. Number 2, Logan Mills. Number 2, Logan Mills. Number 3, Graham King. Number 3, Graham King. Number 4, Cole Haynes. Number 4, Cole Haynes. Number 11, Archie Sparrow. Number 11, Archie Sparrow. Number 12, Brandley Smith. Number 12, Brandley Smith. And number 34, Brandon Colligan. Now let's meet the boys' third grade team. Now let's meet the number 0, Easton Baldwin. Number 0, Easton Baldwin. Number 2, Gunnar Stewart. Number 2, Gunnar Stewart. Number 5, Alexander Hall. 5, Alexander Hall. Number 13, Ryder Perkins. Number 13, Ryder Perkins. Number 20, Weston Ogden. Number 20, Weston Ogden. Number 23, Jaden Durham. 23, Jaden Durham. And number 34, Eugene Wolper. And the third grade coached by Jonathan Baldwin and third grade Marshall. Now let's see our fourth grade team coached by Ed Warren. Number 1, Jay Smith. Number 1, Jay Smith. Number 4, Gage Haynes. Number 4, Gage Haynes. Number 10, Austin Boren. Number 10, Austin Boren. Number 11, Easton Perkins. Number 11, Easton Perkins. Number 12, Jace Reed. Number 12, Jace Reed. Number 14, Hunter Heavy. 14, Hunter Heavy. Number 15, Noah Pruitt. Number 15, Noah Pruitt. Number 21, Max Webster. Number 21, Max Webster. Number 23, Bryce Bernardo. Bryce Bernardo. Number 24, Cass Money DeVoe. Cass Money DeVoe. Number 30, Mason Lilly. Mason Lilly. Number 42, Colton Field. Colton Field. And number 32, Sawyer Colson. coached by Adam Riddle and Brian Shepard. Number 1, Micah Harris. Number 3, Nathan Spitter. Number 8, Dylan Heath. Number 14, Kirk Willie. Number 30, Clay Lilly. Number 34, Cody Riddle. And finally, our 6th grade rebels. Our veteran, Jimmy O, number 4. Randy Peters. Number 5, Ryder Bond. Number 11, Dan Hearn. Number 12, Cooper Carter. Number 21, Hayes Smith. Number 22, Andrew Carbonet. Number 23, Landon Scott. Number 24, Wyatt King. Number 33, James Reed. And last but not least, number 55, Brixton Let's give one more big round of applause for our future Running Rebels!
Cool honor for those young guys out there tonight, getting a chance to be on the floor, and as TJ said, the future of Owen County basketball, and based on the size of a couple of those guys, we're in good hands.
Absolutely.
Hey, quick shout out to, and I apologize, I didn't get it earlier. I don't always hear the announcements, but I wanted to say, if you were with us at the start of this game, and if not, when the game's over, go back and rewind it, as I would say in my old age, rewind and go back to the beginning. And you got to check out a 6th grader over at the middle school, Ryder Bond. He was awesome on the national anthem. I don't know if that's a bass guitar, electric guitar, I don't know what you call it. But that was a really good national anthem. Great job to Ryder Bond on that. So Rebels back out on the floor. They're ready to go as we take a look at the first half scoring totals. First for Trimble County. They were led by Ethan Horn, who had 6 points. Briar Rucker had 4. Ethan Keller with 2, and Braden Wilson had 3. For Owen County, a couple guys in double figures. Brax Ward with 14 points, Micah Shelton with 13, Camden Beckham off the bench with a 3, and Malachi Mefford with 2. Really the only issue foul-wise for Owen County, and it's the only 2 fouls I have on Owen County for the game, is Malachi Mefford.
I believe that's right. Yep.
Trimble County only committed 3 fouls by my count, which is very unofficial. So no worries as far as that goes as we get set here for the second half coming up in about a minute. Give you a quick chance to take a look at some college basketball. Wow. University of Virginia 40-19 over Miami. Miami at one point, of course, Kentucky was too. It was a top 10 team. And they're getting spanked right now in Charlottesville. Kansas, K-State coming up later tonight, and that's about it. How about South Carolina? 2 wins over Kentucky and Tennessee, and they are all the way up at number 15 in the country. And Kentucky falls to number 17, and frankly, that might be too high.
Well, let's go back and talk about Saturday. There's a few things that happened Saturday. Let me see. The first one, Western came out with a good win. Teagan had a good game. Had this awesome spin move that's plastered all over Twitter and Instagram. I absolutely love to see it. But even the Cardinals came out, pulled a win over Florida State. Big Saturday night win, 101-92. And I think there's one more on here that I'm looking for. Can't really seem to find it. Brian, do you know anything about it?
I do, and I tell you what. Of course, the University of Kentucky their defense is a little suspect, to say the least.
Oh, here it is. Tennessee 103, Kentucky 92. But
you scored 92. You'd think you'd win.
You would think so, but I mean,
they've scored 90 points in their last 2 games, and they've lost them both.
Yep.
At home.
Yes. Now, that's not something you hear very often, especially with Rupp Arena being that home court.
You know what, though? And I'm going to say that. I'm going to put this out there. You can send the hate mail to me. That's fine. There are nights when it's not a great home court. I mean, I was watching the game the other night, and there are times when that eruption zone's going out of its mind, but there are other times when it's not as crazy as I think you would like for it to be. I'm going to say it. Actually, I did say it. Here's a bucket on the way, Ashton Moore. Thankfully for me, I'm done with my rant.
Well, I mean, you got a home court advantage at the Yum Center this year, so I don't see what the issue is.
I got a Yum Center question, though, to ask you here in a minute. 35-15. It is my question of the night, and probably because I'm hungry, to be quite honest. Here's a turnover. Here, is this where we get it? Oh, I thought so. Ashton Moore gets it blocked. I thought Brax wanted to. Brax had one thing on his mind right there.
That'd been a good poster, too.
Oh, yes. Inbound comes into Shelton. Goes to Ward. He could have maybe dunked that one, but lays it in. He's going to get one. So here's my question. Rupp Arena has ice cream.
Yes.
World famous. Someone said, find someone, as Valentine's Day is approaching, find someone who looks at you like Jay Billis looks at Rupp Arena ice cream. What is the staple food at the Yum Center? Is it Taco Bell? Here's a 3 that is good from Hayden Webster. What would Jay Billis have brought to him at the Yum Center? Ethan Young, a strong take.
You know, there's so much stuff, but, when I'm there, I like to get, a little individual Papa John's pepperoni pizza.
All right.
Pretty basic.
All right.
But, it's kind of, Papa John's is so good. And I don't know if that just brings back, like, the little kid in me, at Freedom Hall with a piece of Papa John's pizza. Now, we'll say one thing. Maybe not the Yum Center, but if we go all the way back to Freedom Hall, like the first few Louisville ball games that I went to, I remember a distinct smell of caramel corn. And it was all throughout the hallways. I don't know if it was just smaller or if they just made it differently or what it was. But caramel corn would be my Freedom Hall pick there.
All right. I'm a kettle corn guy.
Yeah.
I like caramel corn. Kettle corn, went to a UK baseball game a few years ago. And, man, they had some kettle corn outside there. I'm hungry, folks. So if you're watching the Mi Viejo and one of our great sponsors, you want to bring over a quesadilla or something, I like chicken. Chips and salsa is fine. If you got us tuned on at the pool hall, want to bring a burger and some onion rings, that's good. Snappy, one of those calzone things with the sausage, the pepperoni. Hope Dr. Johnson's not listening right now, because it is way past time for me to be eating that stuff. Here's another 3 on the way. That is good. So Trimble County's come out of the gates here shooting the ball well early. And it is 39-21. Trimble County trailing by 18. Lob down low and a steal. And a foul.
Looks like they
got Brax with the push. Trying to get that pass. So first on Ward. Don't want to let Trimble County sneak back into this. They are capable of hitting threes in bunches, and they already have 2 tonight while we were talking about food. Brax with a nice job to come out and show on Horn, and then it's stolen by Medford. Quick pass out to Shelton. No dribble, lays it in. Good pass, and what do we have? And congratulations to Micah Shelton. That is his 1,000th career point here at Owen County. Congratulations to Micah. And I apologize for not being aware of that ahead of time. No one told me that ahead of time. So what an honor. Second Owen County player this year to get to the 1,000-point mark. Now,
the ref tried to take it away from him.
What an awesome thing for him. The ref a little embarrassed. He didn't realize that he was going to give that to his mom in the stands. Who was the guy in Wrigley Field who took the ball away from Moises Alou in the National League Championship Series? I just went blank on his name. Horn, nice taking a block, and Braggs didn't like that call, but the foul was on Shelton. Another guy couldn't be seen in Chicago.
Oh, I'd believe it.
Oh, I cannot think of his name. That is just the first free throw of the night for Trimble County. In fact, the 2 free throws prior for Shelton were the first for Owen County tonight. That one's on the way and good, and it's 41-23. There's a long pass to Ward. Nice pass to Beckham, and he spins it up and misses it. And then Shelton almost took that away. There's a nice drive, pretty good defense, but Moore is going to get called for the foul.
So you talked about at halftime about there not being very many fouls called in that first half, and now they're not going to stop blowing the whistle.
Hayden Webster going to the line to shoot a couple. You were talking about college basketball. We were talking about it there at halftime. And I can say this because my kids go to school there. But my son told me over the weekend as the second one's missed and another rebound by Ward. Right now, the winningest team, maybe the winningest team in the state is Moorhead. Over the last 5 years, Moorhead is one of the winningest team in the state in basketball. Here's a steal and a Shelton layup. That has been a theme tonight. They got a win on Saturday, and they are 9-1, I believe, in the OVC. Projected right now in some of the polls as a 14 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Say, with that sort of conference record, they could be looking at an NCAA bid.
Last year they lost in the semifinals, won the OVC regular title, lost in the semis. Here's Horn, no, and the rebound comes down to Rucker, and that was just an unfortunate play. Brax just mistimed it just a hair. Good job to break the pressure. Beckham will shoot the 3. No good. Rebound Ward, and Shelton comes away with it. Mefford will try his hand at a triple, knocks it down, and then blows a kiss to the crowd. 48-26, Rebels by 22. Nice pass, Rucker lays it in. That time Ward got his focus on Horn and kind of let Rucker get away from him. Mefford, quickly, Moore, 3, no, rebound, Ward, and he is hammered. They were using him like a jungle gym down there. They were hanging off him like third graders on a monkey bar.
Yep, and it took 3 of them for him to not make the shot.
Wow. What are you supposed to do, though? I mean, when you're, in that case, it was Charlie Leiter who gets called for the foul. But take your pick. I mean, Hayden Webster's down there.
I don't know. I probably would have called it on the one hanging off his left arm.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was off Webster. As Ward makes both, and we're going to get a timeout. Ward now with 18, and it's 50-28. Got in trouble a couple weeks ago. Of course, Zoe Webster hurt. She's working on her ACL, and notice I don't see her down there. I see her now, but I don't see the brace on. But the Owen County game a couple weeks ago that was originally scheduled before the snow came, the girls were playing, I believe, and she had on a pair of blue pants, and I was giving her a hard time. I'm like, you know who we play tonight, right? And, oh, yeah, I forgot I'm wearing blue. And I'm like, yeah, you should know better. So a couple weeks ago before the Owen County, Trimble County game, I had on my Morehead State shirt because, again, that's where my kids go. And the colors of Morehead State, if you're not familiar with them, look a lot like the Trimble County Raiders.
Look almost identical to the Trimble County Raiders.
And so Lucy Hardesty, I believe, in one of the freshman classes that I helped teach with Miss Hearn, pointed it out to me. And at that point, I didn't have anything I could do. 3 short. Horn knew it, and he was going after it. Mefford comes down with the rebound and goes quickly the other way. Forces up a shot, and it goes down.
Put a little front spin to get it over that rim.
(52-28). 2:52 to go in the third. Ooh, nice pick. Ends up in the hands of Rucker, out of bounds, and Brendan Lewis saves it off Rucker. Of course, my alma mater, NKU, lost to Wright State on Sunday. They're a team who's projected a little higher preseason than what they're showing right now, and there's just a big, strong guy going up with a bucket right there. As Ward just kind of let everybody go by him and then stopped and scored. Horn up the side of the rim, no good. And body's flying. And I think they get Ashton Moore with the foul.
Yep. They called it a push, but it looked more like a trip to me.
Fourth team foul on Owen County, second on Moore. 54-28. Horn stops, little 15-foot runner, no. And how about Camden Beckham with the rebound? Outlet to Shelton, pull up three, and it's good. Micah Shelton, have a night, young man. Scored his 1,000th point, and he knocks down his 4th three-point basket of the night, and we get a timeout. That is a way that basketball at all levels have changed. I can't imagine when I was in high school many, many years ago, pulling up on a fast break and shooting a three.
Well, you might do it, but you'd probably be sitting on the bench afterwards.
Even if you made it.
Yeah.
It's just the way the game has changed so much. And I'm not saying what Micah did was wrong at all. That's just the way the game was played today. We would have, if it wasn't there, our guards would have backed it out and run a set. But anymore, it's this mentality of it. Nothing wrong with it necessarily. If you're open, let it fly. And who can blame, Shelton tonight? He's made 3 of them before that one, so.
Well, in a game like this, too, Owen County does have a sizable lead. If it was closer, there might have been something said, even if he made it, like, hey, let's do something different next time. But, he made it, so it doesn't matter either way.
Just got a text from my wife about my Trimble County shirt, or my Morehead State shirt. She was expecting me to wear my flannel shirt to church yesterday, and when I walked into Sunday school with my Morehead State on, she literally looked at me and said, "What do you have on?" And it was a funny story. As the shot goes up and in, she stopped all of Sunday school.
Oh, it's bad then.
Yes, she did. It was. That's a funny text. 57-30. Rebels by 27. Minute and a half to go. Beckham steps in, out to Brendan Lewis. Moore will try his hand at one, no good. That's going to go out of bounds, and it will go to Trimble. Okay, so I still think Brax is going to get a dunk, but we're at 1:19 to go in the third. It's 57-30. I can't imagine he's going to play a lot in the fourth quarter. So we need to get one here in the next couple of minutes, I would think. Ethan Horn, is he calling his own number 5? They were trying to run a screen to get him open on the wing. Instead, driving and pulling up, and a good-looking play right there. Good shot by Colin Humphreys. 57-32. Brendan Lewis down to Ward. Kick out Beckham. Oh, and that's a travel. I think Moore thought about shooting it and then thought the better option was in the paint, and he got caught with the travel.
He kind of shuffled his feet there.
.22 seconds to go. Ward comes out. Brendan Lewis comes out. Let's see if Trimble holds for one. Down to 8 seconds. 4, 3, ball knocked away, and that's, oh my. Oh, he called a foul. I thought he pointed that there was a timeout at first. But how's that a foul on Ashton Moore?
They called it a hold.
Well, he knocked the ball away, but I thought he was the one being held. Oh, well. That's going to put Ethan Keller at the line where he misses the first. So the Rebels have 1.4 to try to get a quick shot. That's no good, and the rebound is knocked down by Rucker, but he can't get up a shot. That one will not count. And we have come to the end of the third quarter with the score, Owen County on top comfortably, 57-32. So we talked about this Trimble County team. They've dropped 11 straight coming into this one. Their last win was back on the 23rd of December. That was at the over Shaw Memorial, who's from Madison, Indiana, and that was in the Jefferson County Invitational. Then that would be Jefferson County, Indiana Invitational.
Yeah, as if it wasn't confusing enough.
I'll be honest, as I was preparing yesterday evening at my house, I had to look at that a couple times. I'm like, it's Jefferson County Invitational, but everybody they played was from Indiana, and then, because nothing gets past me, I figured it out. Their last win against a team from Kentucky is back on the 12th of December of 2023. They beat Eminence 52-45. Their only other win this year came, I believe, in their third or fourth game of the year. They beat Ludlow. I believe that game was up at Ludlow. So they are looking for another win against a team from Kentucky. And they have a long way to go here in the fourth quarter. Ward's still out there. So the dunk watch remains in effect. Wow. That ball got deflected and Ethan Young pushed.
Yep. It looks like the Rebels have a new assistant coach down there on the sideline too as well. Looks like Clyde Frank McDonald has made his way to the bench.
Now is he on the roster if he goes in? I don't want to give Dr. Brock a T. 3, no good. Ethan Young, man, he stepped out of bounds. He loves doing the dirty work. He just loves Ethan Young. 3-pointer, Horn, no good. Rebound, Young. Mefford taps it out to Beckham. Oh, that might have been it.
It's a little misread on the pass.
Yep. Little Brock Purdy to Debo Samuel on Sunday. In the Taylor Swift Bowl coming up on Sunday. Ethan Young coming out playing defense. He loves playing D, and he knocks that one away. Somebody tweeted last night, why do they keep showing Taylor Swift on TV? And then they said, oh, wait, it's the Grammys. Ethan Horn with the cut.
Good
Throws it
little
up,
play
no
there.
good. It was a nice looking play, just couldn't finish. Somebody made the comment, if you were watching the Grammys and they cut to Travis Kelce every 4 seconds, would you be happy about it? Travis not there. He was in Vegas last night as the Chiefs made their way in, and we'll have the rest of the week to kind of give you our Super Bowl thoughts. Medford will fire the three, knocks it down. Will he blow the kiss? Nope, not this time. That's his second German-American Bank three-point basket. He now has 10, and it's 60-32. Horn might have taken an extra step there, I'm not sure, but the rebound, Medford. He thought about kicking it inside, but instead Shelton has it. Young, I wanted to see Young shoot that. Medford will. That one's off.
Oh, stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Owen County ball under the basket.
And that is unfortunate. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout. And let's see if we see a bunch of substitutions on this timeout with the Rebels leading at 60-32, 5:59 to go in the game. Did see that Taylor has another album coming out. No, you're pretty excited about that?
Of course. Might as well just play 4 hours of it during the Super Bowl next week.
Somebody asked me a couple days ago, they said, you sure do know a lot about it. And I said, how would you not?
I mean, that's all they show. You can't watch the football game.
If you did it, I mean, it's like, it's crazy, the coverage.
And it's not that I'm anti-Taylor Swift.
Me either.
It's, if I go to watch a football game, I want to watch the football game. If I'm watching Louisville basketball play anybody on a Friday night and they show more UK basketball than they do Louisville, I'm not interested.
Nope. So, we'll have our, like I said, we'll get our Super Bowl picks in later on in the week. And for entertainment purposes only, as Ethan Young gets called for the reach foul after the ball was taken away by Braden Wilson. Of course, one of my favorite times of the year, getting ready to get started here in a couple weeks, the pitchers and catchers report. We get ready for a little baseball. I know the Owen County baseball team and softball teams have been doing a little bit of work here and there, getting ready for their upcoming season. There's Ethan Horn. Good take and a foul on Ethan Young. That's a tough call on Ethan Young. But a good shot and a good finish by Ethan Horn.
Yeah, I know the softball team was able to practice out on the field today. This little warm stretch has been really good for those spring sports.
Free throw good. It is I love the sport of baseball. I look forward to, coming out watching a couple of the high school games. Hopefully we're going to be able to do a couple of the high school games on here. Here's a three by Beckham, and he knocks it down for his second German-American Bank three-point basket. And it is 63-35. Nice drive by Horn. He showed some spurts tonight. And I agree with you, the quickness. He is quicker than it looks. Here's Ethan Young working his way down low. Nothing there. This time he catches it, misses. What a rebound attempt by Ward, and he just can't corral it. Nice fake and drive, no good. That was Zach Rice. Here's a three on the wing by Wilson, too strong. There is no slowdown in Camden Beckham, is there? He plays like he's had 8 cups of coffee, which would be like one monster. Maybe 2, I've been told. I have no idea.
don't plan on ever finding out.
Brax Ward trying to knock down a three, and he can't. Pull-up jumper, no good. Nice rebound. That time by Braden Wilson. Wilson's going to line up another three. No, rebound, and a foul. I think that's going to go on Ashton Moore, and that's his fourth. 4:07 left in this one. Rebels have been in control for a while. Horn, good. When he gets his feet set, he's a really good shooter.
That looked like a little short corner zone play by Rick Pitino there. Oh, right off the back of Micah.
Quickly Trimble the other way. Step back three, no good. And he gets his own rebound. Nice pass. Nice pass from Braden Wilson to Briar Rucker.
That was smart ball movement there.
I am not comparing Braden Wilson to anybody else who wears red or blue and yellow. But that was a little Steph Curry-esque. With the step back three, he missed it, but he got his own rebound, faked the shot. That was a nice play. I'll give credit where it's due. That was a nice play. And that is, and I've said this to you before, and I know I've said it to other people, it is amazing the influence that a guy like Steph has had when you see kids do moves like that, because they saw him do it first.
Yeah, well, you can even go back to Micah's wide open three on the other end. You know, nobody around him. You would see Steph Curry do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Except he'd be about 10 feet back.
But a good shooter with an open shot's going to shoot.
You're right. (63-41), Shelton with the basketball. This is one of those times in the game where the end is not in doubt, but you know that they're going to work on things to get ready for the tournament. Beckham short on the three. Warren just lost it. Lead out to Beckham. He won't score, but Ward he gets the rebound again and still can't. But this is a good time of the game when you see teams run some little sets that they're practicing for all intents and purposes. You know, there are only, after tonight, I believe, there are only 6 regular season games left. Free throw is good. Did he make the first? I was looking at the schedule.
He did.
Thank you. I was looking at my schedule. So both good by Ward, 65-41. So you are in tournament prep mode. Of course, this is a district game, last one of the year for the Rebels. Put back up and in. That young man, I like his game. He only has 8 points, but he does a lot of things well for Trimble County. Brendan Lewis brings the ball down. He's got to work on that for next year because Camden Beckham fouls. Brendan Lewis is going to be one of the guys they're going to depend on next year. And he's got to work on when you catch it and spin, you keep it up high. He likes to bring it down low, and I'm sure that the coaches will be on that. Free throw up and good by Colin Humphreys.
Ashton Moore comes back into the game for Micah Shelton.
And I'm sure that will be his final time out tonight. Second free throw is good. 65-45. Shelton will exit the game tonight with 22 points. Micah Shelton with 22. Here's Ashton Moore. Stops to Ward. Not a great pass. One of the few things he hasn't done well tonight. That's another good idea, just not there. Micah Shelton's going to be our Broadlink player of the game. No shock there. 22 points tonight. Oh, Brax has played well. But I think Micah with the 1,000th point on this career kind of puts him over the top. Physical rebound.
I see that one bounced off the Trimble County player's foot. Why was that one not a kickball?
They are getting physical down there. Minute and a half to go. Rebels up 65-45. Owen County's going to go to 15-9 on the season. They're going to go to 8-2 in 31st district play. Inbound to Beckham. Here's Ward.
Same team.
Ball knocked out of bounds and unable to be saved back in. It will stay with the Rebels. So I'd have to check. I don't know for sure. But with the Rebels going to 8-2, I think they'd be no worse than the 2 seed in the district.
So who would be the 1
Well, I
seed?
have to check because if Gallatin only has 2 losses too, I'm not sure as Medford knocks down the 3-point bucket. I'm not sure how the tiebreakers work. I tell you what, I will find that out tomorrow how that goes. And we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. We'll give you a look. Will Medford dunk this? Nope, he just lays it in.
Maybe next year.
And
and he picked up a technical.
Coach Duvall, I missed that. I'm going to say it. I didn't see what he did.
He had to say something, otherwise we would have seen it.
That one's good. Horn good on both, 70-47.
Did they not get a set?
Harper Duvall will check in for Owen County. I'll have to find out what he did. I don't know if he gestured something to the student body that was viewed as taunting.
Nothing a quick text later tonight won't find out.
Yeah. Nice pass. Rucker up and in. Briar Rucker, 12 points on the night now. Beckham quickly the other way, 38 seconds. Down low to Lewis, and he just threw it right to Leiter. Horn, there's that little baseline jumper, good. He has 29, kind of quietly, Ethan Horn. Here's a 3, Ashton Moore, nope. And we're going to get a push off on Brendan Lewis. And that's going to send, let's see, is it Rucker to the free throw line? Nope. Looks like Colin Humphreys. He's the one walking down here in a hurry.
Two shots.
Michael Smith into the game for Owen County. 13 and a half. Free throw good. Rebels JV won. Nobody down there for Trimble County to come give 5 to. And so Michael Smith in a wry smirk from Colin Humphreys. Second one, no good.
I thought they weren't going to get the rebound there for a second.
Oh my, 7 seconds to go, and Harper Duvall is just going to dribble it out. Rebels are going to win it 70-52 on a night when the Rebels bounce back from their loss on Friday night as they get ready on Wednesday night to play one of the top 10 to 15, depending on the rankings, teams in the state in North Oldham. I'm going to
that might be a good game to travel up there to watch.
It's here.
Oh, it's here.
It's here.
Wow. Then I'll definitely be here. There's a little bit of Louisville ties with that one too. The head coach, David Levitch.
Well, they the other night, as I add up these points in my head and hopefully do it correctly, they got beat the other night at Oldham, and I want to say it was Friday or Saturday night, in just a huge game up at Oldham County, and Oldham knocked them off. So we'll get Micah Shelton over to talk to us here in just a second as we run down the scoring totals. First for Trimble County, they were led by Ethan Horn, who had 29 points, followed by Briar Rucker, who kind of, again, quietly had 12. And I'm going to stop, and we're going to get this set up as Micah Shelton's coming over to talk to our Maddie Wright about tonight's ball game.
So unfortunately, we've not had the iPad to work all night.
So here we go.
Hey everyone, I'm here with our number 3, Micah Shelton. Micah, you got 22 points tonight. It's been a big night for you. So you're a Broadling player of the game, and he accomplished his 1,000 points tonight. Tell me how you're feeling about that.
I mean, it's a great milestone. I couldn't have done it without the great teammates I've played with, and it's something I dreamed of as a kid. So it's a cool moment. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Congratulations.
So Micah Shelton finishes tonight again with 22 points and his 1,000th point of his career. Running down the Owen County scores tonight, they were led by Micah Shelton, who finished with 22. Brax Ward with 21. I don't have the rebounding totals, but I know it's a double-double.
At least.
Malachi Mefford with 15, Camden Beckham with 6, and Ashton Moore with 2. As I said, Rebels 15-9 on the season, 8-2 in the district. Trimble County goes to 3-19. They are 1-8 in district play. Girls in action in here tomorrow night as they take on Trimble County before the boys get North Oldham on Wednesday night. Good win for the Rebels. They did exactly what they're supposed to do tonight, and that's beat a team that they're better than. And they did it playing pretty good basketball. Got a little sloppy at the end, which you can expect, but all in all, good night.
Looks like Brian's going to reel the microphone back upstairs, so we'll be good for tomorrow night.
I need Brax to help me fish it back up here.
Yes.
All right, I got it. So,
can we do color commentating on bass fishing tournaments?
Hey, if we can get the live stream on a boat, and what would be awesome about it, of course, Brax is going to graduate, so he's not going to get to do it anymore, would be if Brax was in the boat with us talking about it live as it was happening.
Oh, we could easily set up a mic for him and, just have another boat there real close and just kind of video it from afar.
He won't tell you what kind of lure he's using, though. I found out. I wouldn't know the difference anyway, but he said a good fisherman won't tell you. So
I know where his boat's parked. Maybe I can stop by on the way home.
That is Braden Howard, everybody. He's going to get yeah. 70-52, Rebels win it tonight over Trimble County. As I said, they are now 15-9 on the season, 8-2 in district play. We'll be back with you tomorrow night again as the girls are in action. But for tonight, for Braden Howard, I'm Brian Blair saying good night from Owenton.